Hello, my dear Tauruses, my Taurians, my beautiful bulls. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking and sharing. You are what helps this channel grow. Thank you so much. Today, we are going to be doing your messages for the week of September 15th. The week of September 15th, and I am going to do a coffee cup for this week. I've got your cup right here. We are going to do a coffee cup and some cards. I've already pulled your oracle card. Gratitude is the card that came out there. Gratitude. Be grateful for abundance. Live in appreciation for what you have, and more good things will come. You see that beautiful hummingbird there and the flower behind it. I'm not good with types of flowers, so I'm not sure what that is. But gratitude is your overall theme. That is the card that came out first. All right. So for the week of September 15th, here's the overview of your cup. All right. Let's see what we have here. I see a lot of rabbits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rabbits just kind of hopping around in there. There's one big rabbit and then there's a lot of small ones. So what could that possibly mean? Rabbits are very fast. If you recall the tortoise and the hare, rabbits also multiply a lot. So some of you may have pet rabbits. Maybe you have show rabbits. Also, maybe there's a lot of babies going on in your family. Could be that as well. But rabbits are a very soft type of souled animal. They're very quiet. They're very docile. They're very cute and cuddly and beautiful. So maybe you need some more of that in your life, Taurus. Okay, and then let's see what is coming next. I see a person with a lot of spinning plates. That's right down there in the cup. There is a person, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 plates above, and then there's a plate on their foot. And they're sort of dancing with all these plates spinning, Taurus. So it's possible that you have a lot going on right now. Just a lot of balls in the air, a lot of spinning plates, a lot of things to keep track of. And this could be sort of like a message, a nudge, if you will, to maybe put some of those plates down. Okay, you've got too much going on. You're going to get really bogged down and frustrated, I'm feeling, with all of these commitments. You may be saying to yourself, why did I say that I would do that? I really don't have time. I'm tired. Okay. And then I see this beautiful tree. So it's almost taking up the whole cup, the trunk of the tree, and the tree is fanning out over everything. The tree actually has sort of a yin-yang feature to it, where one side is really dark and the other side is really light. So this could be an indication of you balancing your positivity and negativity, I'm hearing. So with those spinning plates, instead of being negative about it, you just need to put something down, okay? You just need to put something down so that you can keep growing, right? So you can keep growing, learning, moving. More rabbits. These rabbits are hopping. I don't know why all these rabbits are showing up. I would love to know. Put it in the comments if this rabbit message means something to you. I have to give you what they give me. And that's what I'm seeing here. I also see a sparrow. I'm not sure what the spiritual indication is about sparrow, but you can look that up. I see a sparrow flying upward. A sparrow. So that may mean something for someone. In fact, I'm sure it does. I see a dog. There's a tree right in front of this dog. So it's like one of those, like, I don't know if you've seen Mountain Men, Jake Herrick. He has hounds that treat cats to move them away from cattle. to keep farmers' animals safe. But I see a scenario like that. It's like a tree and this dog, and there's two little it could be raccoons, but this dog is definitely chasing these animals up a tree. So I don't know if that means something to you. I see very distinctly a king. There is a king. He has a crown on. He has a cloak, and his arms are kind of folded in front of him. So there is this king who's kind of sitting there with his arms folded. What I'm hearing from Spirit is your king awaits. Now, I don't know what that means. It could mean the king within you, the leader within you, that masculine energy within you that is a leader. It could also mean your king awaits if you are waiting for that special someone romantically. Your king awaits. Okay, let's see. All right, let's look into the bottom. The bottom was kind of the tree trunk. Let's see if there's anything else down there. I see a pet with babies. I don't know why this is coming up a lot in here. The rabbit babies. Now I see a pet. It's like it's either a cat or a dog lying on its side, and there are a lot of babies nursing. So it could also be a fox. I don't know if some of you have a lot of babies in your yard, if you live in nature and you have a lot of babies out there. But babies are coming up, animal babies, but it could be in relation to babies in your own life. Maybe you're becoming a mother of twins or triplets. Maybe you are becoming a grandmother and several of your children are having babies at this time. Okay, let's see. Let's see what the plate has for you. Beautiful Taurus, week of September 15th. I would really love to know what all those animal baby messages are. The rabbits and the possible fox, dog, or cat babies. That is really interesting. Whoops, sorry. I'm trying to get this. Okay, what's the plate? Here's the overview of your plate. Once again, I see a lot of movement, a lot of dancing around. You see in the middle of the plate, it looks like there's a lot of people dancing. Now in the cup, it was a lot of rabbits hopping and jumping and and being very active. Now in the plate, it just looks like a lot of activity. It could look like people dancing, celebrating, almost a 3 of Cups feel to it. So I'm wondering if there's some celebration going on for you, Taurus. That's what that definitely feels like there. I see like a sled dog team. This is right here. They're giving me sled dog. This is the sled here, and this is the dog team. I don't know if that means something to you. This is not really sled dog season, or at least not where I am. But that also brings to mind Alaska, right? So Alaska may have some kind of a meaning for you, but I definitely see sled dogs. Lots of animals in this one. Lots of animals in there. I see another joyous person dancing. There's like starlight and sparkles coming off their head. Their arm is in the air. Their feet are up. There's celebration is definitely here. Celebration, definitely. Definitely. And you had that overview of gratitude, right? So maybe showing gratitude for the fur babies or the human babies or whatever all these babies are in here. Gratitude for your animals, celebration, right? Love it, Taurus. Wow, that was really interesting. Okay, so remembering that you have that gratitude, being grateful. Now we're going to pull some tarot on this and see what's happening. I always like to expand my knowledge of tarot and tea and coffee leaf reading and anything that I can expand my knowledge on. I just got the audio book called 78 Degrees of Wisdom, and it's all about the tarot. And this book talks about the history of the tarot, how it first came about, how it was first used. There is so much in this book. If you are interested in the tarot and understanding more about the meanings behind the imagery and the numbers and all that, I would highly suggest that you check that out. 78 Degrees of Wisdom. I can't remember the name of the person. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's see what we have so far. 2 of Cups, Queen of Wands, 7 of Cups, 3 of Wands. Choices, 3 of Swords. Wait, did that flip over? No, okay. Shoot, my heat is coming on. I gotta go turn it. We don't want the heat coming on. Still have our windows open, but it's been really chilly. All right, let me get this last card, and then I've got to... I thought I had turned the furnace off. We're right in between. You know, we're in that early fall season where overnight it's in the 40s, and we still have our windows cracked. I love the fresh air. I hate it when it comes to winter and we have to keep the house closed up. I really I enjoy when we can open the windows and let the fresh air in. All right, what is the last card for my Tauruses? There we go, finally. All right, give me 1 sec. I got to go fix that. Okay, all right, so let's take these in the order in which they came out, Taurus. All righty. 2 of Cups, first one. 2s are balance and choice, and you see, and cups are emotion and water signs. So you see the big full moon back there. We just had a full moon back on the 7th, that full blood moon in Pisces, lunar eclipse. You could still be feeling some of the energy from that, or maybe you had something profound happen during that cycle. But 2s are balance and choice. You can see there's a rainbow between those 2 cups. This is a balance in partnership. This could mean a new partner for you or a new part of your relationship. It doesn't have to be a partner in relationship. It can be a partner in business. But 2 of Cups, emotional, choice, balance. Who are you choosing as your partner in balance, or in balance, in work or in life, right? Who are you choosing to spend time with? How are you balancing that out with the masculine and feminine? Because that does show female and male there. That doesn't mean that your partnership has to be a male-female one. It's just showing the balance of the yin-yang, right? Queen of Wands. Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. This queen is very loyal. It's showing the dog there. She's very passionate. This is a queen that can help you with action and what you're passionate about. If you have a fire sign friend or coworker or business partner, they're the ones that can have your back, Taurus, and kind of spurn you on, right? To get done what it is that you need to get done. You can call on the energy of this Queen of Wands to get moving with whatever it is that you need to be moving on with, moving forward with, creating. 7 of Cups. This is a lot of choice. This can also feel like chaos. And with all those baby animals, the rabbits and all of that, it did feel a little chaotic, right? And then all those dancers in celebration, I said, reminded me of the 3 of Cups. So, maybe you've got a lot of choices and you need some help making them, because the 2 does represent choice. Who are you choosing to spend your time with? This 7 is reflection. So you need to think about what your choices are this week, the week of the 15th. What are the choices that are presented to you this week? And how can you discern which is the best and right one for you? 3 of Wands. Another choice card. I know this is a 3, and 3s are creation and collaboration, but my guides have always given me and shown me that this is another card of choice. He's got 2 wands firmly planted behind, right? Wands are action and passion. He's holding a wand and he's looking out to sea to this ship. He needs to make a choice of what he's going to do, who he's going to create and collaborate with. Is he going to stay where he is? with the partners that he has? Is he going to jump onto that ship and sail away? Is he welcoming a new partner into the fold, right? So you're going to have to discern how that fits for you and what your choices are going to be. Here you have another 3. Swords are communication. This can be telepathic, I'm hearing. Okay, so is someone trying to communicate with you? Is there some sort of heartache? Did you have an argument with somebody, a disagreement? Are they trying to come back and apologize? That's kind of what I'm hearing, Taurus, is that somebody wants to make amends, is what I'm hearing for this card. That's not always the message of this card, but I'm feeling like in this week of the 15th, either a disagreement is going to happen, and it could be you wanting to make amends, but I feel more like somebody else is kind of throwing up the white flag, right? The white, waving the white flag, like, okay, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that, because swords are communication, right? Could be text messages, could be emails, could be written. Could be talking, phone calls, whatever, in person. But I do feel like there's some sort of apology, or somebody just wants to make a situation right, Taurus. And then you have the 6 of Swords. And I also want to mention, in your cup, I mentioned the 3 of Cups. And then you have the 3 of Wands and the 3 of Swords. 3, 3, and 3, right? 6 of Swords. Okay, this is trying to have something new when you're dragging your old baggage with you. Again, this is communication. This could have to do with this. Don't hold grudges, right? So if somebody wants to make amends, now if you need to forgive somebody but then move on, that's okay. Like, don't invite somebody back into the fold that is very bad energy for you, or that isn't positive for you, right? But in order to move on, you may have to let that forgiveness happen, right? So you can drop that stuff off, right? And then move towards the beautiful brightness ahead. I love that for you. That's beautiful. Okay, so some sort of partnership and balancing here, calling on your action and passionate Queen of Wands, making that choice and decision here. You have this choice, and then possibly somebody trying to make amends or ask for forgiveness in order to move on, because 6s are harmony, but you can't, and Swords are communication, but you can't have that if you're dragging old baggage with you and focusing and concentrating on something that really is not going to serve you well, right? So alrighty, let's see. Let's see what the animal oracle is for you, Taurus, for the week of September 15th. Wow, that flew right out. Oh my goodness. Flew out of the deck. 38, that's 11. 11 is a master number, hyena. Be versatile and adaptable to circumstances. Be versatile and adaptable to circumstances. Yeah, I'm feeling, you need to have gratitude, right? But you also need to be versatile. If somebody wants to make up, apologize, make things right, you need to consider that. But like I said, only let them back into the fold if it's going to be a positive thing for you, right? Live in appreciation and focus on the good things, and more good things will come. Thank you so much, Taurus. Have a beautiful, magical week. Peace and kindness. I love you all.